Deep night. Heavy rain pours down. Water has gathered on the muddy road. Ali's bike headlight cuts through the darkness and thick fog. Only the sound of rain and wind surrounds him. Old trees line both sides of the road, their branches bent low as if watching silently. The village feels completely abandoned. No lights, no people. Out of the fog, an old, broken house slowly emerges. Shattered windows, a half-open door. Water drips from the damaged roof. Ali turns off his bike. The rain softens. The wind suddenly stops. An unnatural silence spreads through the air. Ali walks slowly toward the half-open door. It creaks softly as it moves. A cold air flows out from inside the house. As Ali touches the door, he feels something strange, as if someone inside is breathing in the darkness. His hands begin to tremble. Ali steps inside and turns on his torch. The light spreads across the walls. Old scratch marks, carved symbols, as if written with fingernails. Suddenly, footsteps echo from upstairs. Thak! Thak! Ali points the torch toward the stairs. There is no one there. With a loud slam, the door shuts violently. Ali's mobile phone turns off. The torch goes out. Complete darkness. From the darkness very close to Ali, a cold, slow voice whispers, "So, you have come too." The sound of breathing grows louder, fade to black. Ali stood pressed against the wall in the darkness. His heart was pounding so hard that it felt as if even the house could hear it. Then a voice came. Ali? He snapped back to his senses. How could a stranger know his name? The voice moved, sometimes close, sometimes far, sometimes from the staircase, sometimes from inside the walls. Ali started to run, but the stairs kept stretching longer and longer on their own. Whenever he turned back to look, there was no one there, only a shadow that did not walk on the floor but crawled along. In the morning, the villagers found Ali unconscious. He told them everything, but no one believed him. Ali returns to the house, this time during the day. In daylight, the house doesn't look as terrifying, but the moment he steps inside, the air suddenly feels heavy. The silence is so deep that even the sound of his own breathing feels unnatural. Ali moves forward slowly, placing each step with extreme caution. A faint scratching sound comes from the wall, as if someone is trapped inside, carving a way out with their fingernails. Ali places his hand against the wall. The surface isn't cold, but strangely warm. Gathers his courage and strikes the wall with force. Dust and debris burst into the air. With every blow, the sound grows weaker, like something inside is growing tired. When he finally breaks through the wall, a human hand falls out, dried, ancient, and beside it, a photograph. In one of the rooms of the house, an old mirror is fixed to the wall. When Ali stands in front of it, the reflection does not smile, while Ali himself remains serious. The surface of the mirror trembles slightly, like a reflection on disturbed water. Ali furrows his brows, but the face in the mirror does not copy his movement. It only stares straight back at him, its eyes unnaturally deep. The mirror speaks softly, "You forgot me?" The voice echoes off the walls of the room as if it isn't the mirror speaking, but the house itself. Ali steps back, his breathing growing difficult. Inside the mirror, the face still does not smile. It simply moves its lips slowly, repeating the same words again and again. Panicking, Ali shatters the mirror, but at night, every mirror shows him that same face. With blood, Ali leaves the village. He begins living in a new room in the city. But at night, when the light is turned off, the same shadow slowly spreads across the wall of the room. At first, it is only a faint line, then a complete shape. The shadow remains completely silent, yet its presence makes the air feel heavy. Allie blinks and looks again. The shadow is still there, in the same place as of the train. On the doors of the elevator, the shadow walks with him, and every time, the same sentence. "You haven't really left the house." An old man from the village calls Ali to him. He tells him the truth. 20 years ago, a child was murdered in that house. He was sealed alive inside a wall. His screams were smothered by dirt and stone. He clawed at the wall with his fingernails until blood spilled, but no one heard him. In the darkness, his breaths slowly broke apart, and when silence finally consumed everything, the wall was no longer just stone. It became a curse. That child's name was Ali. Ali's hands begin to tremble. The old man explains that the child's soul will remain trapped until the truth finally comes to light. Ali begins to remember his childhood, the hazy memories that had always felt meaningless, dark rooms, unfamiliar faces, and the moment he was told to forget everything, he remembers how one day he went missing, and then suddenly woke up in a new house, where people called him their own, yet there was no warmth in their voices. The memories start to connect, and with every piece falling into place, the weight on his chest grows heavier. He finally understands he is alive, but incomplete. Ali returns to the house. He tears down the wall. As the wall collapses, dust and darkness spread together, as if a breath held for years has suddenly been released. The hidden corpse is revealed, and at the same moment, the shadow on the wall begins to tremble. Slowly, the shadow slides toward the body, dissolves into it, and the two merge as one, the boundary between flesh and reflection disappearing. The corpse and the shadow become one. In the final moment, the villagers see the house is completely empty. But at night, the house's light turns on by itself.